Diets have some remarkable effects on memory. They can affect the ability to retain and recall information, especially as we age. But that is not all. Some diets can as well reduce the volume of the hippocampus, a part of the brain region essential for sharp memory. Avoiding these foods means you can actively protect your brain health and preserve memory, which ensures a sharper function of the memory. But what are these foods and how do you avoid them? Join us as we reveal foods that you must avoid for a sharper memory. Aspartame. Aspartame is a common artificial sweetener found in diet sodas, sugar-free gums, and other forms of low-calorie snacks. This is a food additive that is often difficult to detect. Aspartame is usually sold as an alternative healthy sugar. It's tempting for those looking to cut calories without giving up sweetness. However, for those that intend to protect their memory and keep their mind sharp, aspartame may be one ingredient worth avoiding. Research suggests that regular intake of aspartame is linked to cognitive issues, including memory loss, forgetfulness, and even behavioral changes over time. Aspartame is a combination of two amino acids, phenylalanine and aspartic acid. When ingested, it breaks down into methanol, a type of alcohol that, in large amounts, can be harmful to the body. Although methanol is typically processed in small amounts by the body, consuming aspartame regularly or in large quantities may increase the levels of methanol to a point where it becomes toxic. For the brain, this is where the trouble begins. Methanol can disrupt the central nervous system and has been linked to behavioral changes. Some studies suggest the prolonged use of aspartame can lead to oxidative stress in the brain, which harms memory and reduces mental clarity. For those that want to maintain a sharp memory, it may be beneficial to limit or avoid foods and beverages containing aspartame. Studies indicate that the constant exposure to aspartame may cause hidden changes in brain chemistry, leading to issues such as mood swings, decreased learning ability, and a reduced ability to recall information. Long-term use can also affect neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers in the brain that play a key role in memory function. If you choose to consume aspartame, moderation is key. A safe way to use it is by limiting intake to occasional treats rather than daily consumption. Reading labels carefully can help you stay aware of products that contain aspartame, allowing you to make more informed choices about how often you consume it. Additionally, there are natural alternatives like honey or stevia that can provide sweetness without the risk connected with artificial sweeteners. In short, while aspartame may seem like an easy swap for sugar, especially in weight loss diets, the potential risks to brain health make it a substance worth approaching with caution. For those looking to keep their mind sharp and memory strong, steering clear of aspartame whenever possible might be a wise choice. Alcohol. Alcohol is a drink especially in part of social gatherings and celebrations around the world. Many people enjoy it in moderation, whether it's a glass of wine with dinner or a drink at a party. However, when it comes to protecting memory and brain health, alcohol is something to approach carefully. Studies show that excessive drinking is directly linked to memory loss, slower thinking, and even permanent cognitive decline. For anyone wanting to keep their mind sharp, limiting alcohol intake may be a wise choice. Alcohol affects the brain in many ways, and its impact on memory is particularly concerning. When a person drinks too much, the brain's communication pathways are disrupted, leading to impaired short-term memory and decreased ability to focus. This can make it harder to retain information, solve problems, and think clearly. For example, binge drinking, consuming several drinks in a short period, can lead to blackouts or periods where a person cannot remember events that happened while they were drinking. Over time, repeated heavy drinking can cause long-term memory problems and may even shrink areas of the brain responsible for learning and recall, such as the hippocampus. One reason alcohol is so harmful to memory is that it interferes with the balance of chemicals in the brain, especially neurotransmitters, which improve human memory and mood. Alcohol also causes dehydration, which can make the brain temporarily shrink, leading to brain fog and difficulties in remembering things clearly. Studies suggest that people who drink heavily over long periods are at a higher risk for dementia, a serious form of memory and thinking decline even at relatively young ages. To enjoy alcohol safely and still protect your memory, moderation is essential. For most adults, this means sticking to low-risk levels, up to 1 drink per day for women and up to 2 drinks per day for men, according to health guidelines. Drinking water between alcoholic beverages and keeping track of how much you are drinking can also help reduce the effects on memory. For a sharper mind, it may be best to reserve alcohol for special occasions or to choose drinks with lower alcohol content. Non-alcoholic alternatives, such as sparkling water with a little lime, can be a refreshing substitute to alcohol that doesn't harm your brain health. While alcohol can be enjoyed safely in moderation, excessive drinking can have a real effect on your memory and cognitive function. So it is better to limit the intake for a healthier brain. Fried foods. Fried foods like chips, fried chicken, and French fries are usually tempting because they are crispy, savory, and full of flavor. Yet while these foods may taste great, they come with hidden risks for brain health. Fried foods are typically loaded with unhealthy fats, oils, and high levels of salt, all of which can negatively impact the brain and reduce memory function. For those that want to keep their mind sharp and memory strong, reducing fried foods is a good way to start. The main issue with fried foods is the type of fats they contain. Many fried foods are cooked in oils high in trans fats and saturated fats, which are known to raise cholesterol levels and increase inflammation in the body. Studies show that these unhealthy fats can block blood vessels, including those that supply blood to the brain. Reduced blood flow to the brain over time may lead to slower thinking, trouble concentrating, and even memory problems. Fried foods can also contribute to oxidative stress, a condition where harmful molecules called free radicals damage cells, including brain cells. This damage can affect mental clarity, making it harder to remember things or learn new information. Research has found that people who frequently eat fried foods may experience a faster rate of memory loss decline as they age. High consumption of fried foods has been linked to poorer performance on memory and thinking tests, showing that the effects are real and measurable. The connection between fried foods and memory loss is thought to be related to both the high levels of fats and the way these foods are processed, which can add harmful chemicals to the mix. If you wish to enjoy fried foods, there are safer ways to include them in your diet without putting your memory at risk. One option is to choose air-fried versions of your favorite fried foods, which use far less oil and still create a crispy texture. Baking or grilling foods is another healthy alternative that reduces unhealthy fats while preserving flavor. When you indulge in traditional fried foods, it's best to limit them to special occasions and avoid making them a regular part of your diet. While fried foods may seem like a quick and tasty choice, eating them regularly could have lasting effects on memory and cognitive function. For better brain health, choosing baked or grilled options can be a delicious way to enjoy similar flavors without the risks associated with fried foods. Highly processed foods. Highly processed foods like fast food, frozen meals, and packaged snacks are very convenient to make. Sometimes it can be tasty to eat in minutes. They are designed for our fast-paced lifestyles, but they come with a cost to brain health. These foods are packed with artificial additives, preservatives, and excess sugars, which may harm memory and focus over time. For anyone looking to maintain a sharp mind, avoiding highly processed foods is a key step toward better brain health. The main issue with highly processed foods is the lack of nutrients and presence of harmful chemicals used to preserve taste and extend shelf life. These foods often contain high amounts of salt, sugar, and unhealthy fats, along with artificial colors and flavors. Research suggests that diets high in processed foods can lead to inflammation, including in the brain. This inflammation can interfere with the brain's ability to communicate very well, which may result in problems with memory and focus. High levels of sugar, commonly found in processed snacks, can also cause blood sugar spikes that lead to energy crashes, affecting attention and mental clarity. A major concern with processed foods is their impact on brain chemicals that help with mood, learning, and memory. Studies have shown that diets rich in processed foods are linked to a greater risk of cognitive decline and may even contribute to conditions like dementia. Highly processed foods can also disrupt gut health by damaging beneficial gut bacteria, which play an important role in brain function. An unhealthy gut can contribute to mood swings, anxiety, and problems with memory. For those who enjoy processed foods, there are safer ways to consume them without compromising focus and memory. One option is to limit these foods to occasional treats rather than making them part of your daily diet. When choosing processed foods, reading labels can help you identify those with fewer additives, lower sodium, and less added sugar. There are also minimally processed alternatives available, such as frozen fruits and vegetables, which are nutritious and convenient without the same health risks as heavily processed options. While highly processed foods are convenient and widely available, their impact on brain health makes them a food to approach with caution. Choosing whole foods and minimally processed options is a great way to support memory and overall cognitive function, keeping the brain sharper and healthier for years to come. Foods high in sodium. Foods high in sodium, like canned soups, packaged snacks, and processed meals, are often a hidden source of excessive salt in our diets. While salt can enhance flavor, too much of it can have a negative impact on both body and mind. For those who want to protect their memory and maintain sharp thinking, high sodium foods are best limited or avoided. Excessive sodium intake is linked to high blood pressure, a condition that strains blood vessels and restricts blood flow. This reduced circulation affects the brain as it depends on a steady flow of oxygen-rich blood to function well. Studies have shown that high blood pressure over time may lead to cognitive issues, including memory loss and trouble with focus. High sodium levels may also trigger inflammation in the blood vessels, making it harder for the brain to send and receive messages smoothly. This effect is especially concerning because it can speed up cognitive decline as we age. Additionally, high sodium foods often lack essential nutrients like fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. Consuming too much salt can cause dehydration, which can lead to brain fog, making it difficult to concentrate or recall details clearly. Over time, the effects of a high-sodium diet on the brain may contribute to conditions like dementia. It's especially important to monitor sodium intake because it's easy to consume large amounts without even realizing it, given that salt is added to many everyday items, including bread, sauces, and pre-packaged meals. For those who enjoy salty foods, there are ways to enjoy them without overdoing it. Preparing meals at home allows you to control the amount of salt in each dish. Fresh herbs, spices, and natural flavors like lemon or garlic can add plenty of taste without the extra sodium. If you buy packaged or canned foods, look for low sodium or no added salt versions. Draining and rinsing canned foods like beans and vegetables can also reduce sodium levels significantly. Salt can add flavors to our meals. Too much can harm brain health and affect memory. By opting for lower sodium alternatives and using natural flavor enhancers, you can protect your brain while still enjoying delicious food. Have you been eating any of these foods? What other changes have you made to your diet to improve your memory? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out the next one shown on the screen.